international business is quite tricky, especially if you're not used to interacting with other cultures. Luckily, there are books like this, The Culture Map, which explains lots of things like how confrontational different cultures are. For instance, Dutch here are quite openly confrontational if you compare the Dutch, for instance, with the Swedes, who want to have lots of negotiations and have some sort of common ground before they strike a deal. And of course, the Chinese and Japanese and Thai are well known that they try to avoid confrontation. The other thing is having principles laid out before going to the applications. For instance, I had a negotiation with some Russians about a month ago. They wanted to do this collaboration with a large event, and they wanted to lay down a deal, strike a deal right away, have principles between the states before we even negotiated what kind of collaboration that might be. Being a Finn, I was more interested in pitching ideas and brainstorming before we do any further negotiations on rather level of collaboration. Anyways, there's one more thing. When a Brit says, for instance, "I'm sure it's my fault," Brit actually means it's not my fault. But for instance, a Dutch and a Finn would understand it is his fault. And if a Brit says, "Oh, by the way," what the Brits actually means is that the following criticism is the purpose of this discussion. And a Dutch would understand that it's not very important. And for instance, if a Brit says, "Very interesting," it actually means "I don't like it." And a Dutch and a Finn would understand he's impressed. And if a Brit says, "This is an original point of view," a Brit actually means your idea is stupid. And a Finn and a Dutch and some other nationalities would actually believe that the Brit says he likes my idea. So please read this kind of books and learn.